Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to get started on the G.I. Joe Classified Crimson Bat. So, we already know we have two other versions of Bat. We're expecting one more after this as they've previewed the Snow Bat. And I have no problem with collecting at least 3 to 5 of each of the bats. Because, army building, it's what I enjoy doing. I hope with the Snow Bats, I hope they come with sneak feet. Sneak feet. Snow feet, like skis. Snow skis. Wow, the words. But yes, I hope they come with snow skis and little jetpacks, and I don't care because I'm all here for the half cartoony, half realistic bend of it. But I love these figures so much. I'm totally fine with it, and there's plenty of army builders to have fun with. And Crimson Bats are no different. I have one fully equipped. I have one with the slightly different arms, and I have one that's battle damage over here, trying to show off a little bit of everything. And yeah, you technically know what you're getting if you've seen my other two bat videos. But if you haven't, let's just go through it as if we didn't. So first off, here's our look. We have our red look. Mine's have wobbly heads. I believe all of mine came with wobbly necks. So they got that whole bobblehead thing going on. It doesn't really bother me, but I know throughout the video, if you ask, it's like whatever. But I can tighten that up with some kikis later. But all three of them came like that. And I'm guessing that is a widespread QC thing that people have been talking about. I'm okay with fixing mine as it is. But it's funny because the rest of my joints are like really, really tight. As they've had issues. Excuse me. They've had some issues like, but posing wise, it looks really good. Like, so you can see, we can look up. We have the ability to actually look down as well. We can tilt side to side. We have expression. And because they're actual like androids and battle troopers, they can do stupid things like turn their heads all the way around and have fun with that. Our arms can get a T-pose, but mine's actually very, very tight. We have bicep swivel. We have a double joint to the point where they can literally touch themselves with it, right? We have our butterfly joint. Let me actually remove the backpack. I was trying to be all fun and cool. But as you can see, we have a beautiful butterfly joint. We can rotate all the way around. We have a beautiful ab crunch that goes forward. And we can rotate backwards. We have a rotation down at the rotating ball joint here at the waist. We have thigh swivel. We have drop down hips, which allow us to get higher than the 90 degrees. As you can see, I'm sitting here karate chopping this guy by accident. Let's rotate that inward. But yes, we actually have a beautiful movement here. We have double joint. We have boot swivel. And we have a generous ankle pivot. So in terms of getting crazy, right? Our troopers can like get the super duper crouch pose, right? We can look crazy at like getting exploded, like when you get blown up, right? We can do the jaywalk, which everyone loves. Let's do our jaywalk. And not jaywalking in the street, as in Just Hernandez, my homie, right? And look, we have our jaywalk. And then personally, I believe the tabs are much better this time around, right? Look at that. So if you had any issues with your literal first batch, these ones do exceptionally better. And today we're going to do a classic all-in-one. I haven't done one of these in a while, so there will be no... Actually, no, there'll be takes because I need to take out G.I. Joes for you guys. Otherwise, you complain that I don't have enough Joes. So, right, if you check here, we can peel it out. And then if you want to talk about accessories, which we'll do a one take because I'll have to take out Joes for you guys, right? So in a one take, we have our backpack here for accessories, which I love the fact that the Joe line, for the most part, a lot of them, you try to be able to carry all the weapons that they come with. Here's our backpack for our bats, fuel supplies. You can place the claw hand that you see here, a staple for them. We have our flamethrower hand, or attachment, I should say. So here we are, with our flamethrower attachment. Last but not least, we have our laser pistol. And all could be stored on the back. Then you'll also get a destroyed head, where you can see the optic lasers under the visors, the cracked visor, and parts removed from our helmet, as well as a cracked plate to match that of the battle damage. So you can see that damage here on that front Cobra plate. There's two chipped opens and a gigantic dent in the middle. showing that the Joes be ripping these guys apart. And one thing I do want to add that on our battle damage heads, there seems to be a little bit of a ball joint being off, so it may seem tight going in. I highly recommend you heat it up so you can pop that in. After the first couple times, it's a lot easier. And then you will also get a side arm for your bat. We have our pistol here. It has I believe that's a flashlight underneath. So yeah, not to say that they can't see in the dark already. They're bats, but oh, I wonder if we're gonna get super bats. I should probably ask. No, they've probably hinted at it somewhere. But without further ado, now that we've done all that, we are going to get into the size comparisons. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, now we're going to jump into size comparison. Let me scoot back just a bit so we can get that nice little range. And then first things first, let's compare some other Crimson Guards. I said Crimson Guards, wow. The other bats, wow. I'm tired, y'all, don't judge me. So here we are with the Python Patrol bat, right? As we can see, we have a Python Patrol color scheme. And then here we have our normal go-to bat that we see just about everywhere. And I gotta say, it's crazy to me because I think this guy has a slightly different neck peg. I mean, the neck itself, not the actual peg, but the neck itself is slightly different. But as you can see here, 3 different bats, 3 different colors. I say have fun, mix and match, and go ham with it, right? I mean, you never really know what you're going to get into unless you try, right? Because I might put his head on this one so you can mix and match, or try this one. I'm gonna have fun with it. We'll see what happens. Oop, I shouldn't take him away. Next, let's do G.I. Joe Crimson Guard and Cobra Supreme Commander. So here we are with the Crimson Guards and the Cobra Commander that's technically supposed to go with it. And I like this. Lots of different reds here, but I think it's all supposed to be ceremonial. Bats and Crimson Guards together, it's always crazy, especially when you're a Fred series, so you'll go wild. Then we will have one of the twins, former head of the Crimson Guard, depending on which version of the comic you're reading, right? So here's one of the twins. Perfect representation to slide along with that, right? Then we'll choose some other Joes to go with. So I chose Dusty and CoverGirl. I don't give Dusty enough love. So here we are with Dusty, right? And here we are with CoverGirl. And I think it's a good look. I think it's one of those things where we have a nice mix of heights, so everything will look really, really good. And just in case you're going to mix and match some other military stuff, here's some Action Force. I chose a Winwoo head. I like to add a lot of variety. So here's a custom, well, not a custom, but a kit bash with a Winwoo head. Next up, we're going to do Marvel Legends Spiral and Kamen Rider Saber Primitive Dragon. So here we are with Spiral. I definitely got to do some new photos and I want to try to get around a review and everything, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I've started doing just photos of what I can when I can squeeze the time in. Here we are with Saber, Primitive Dragon. And then, what else do I have? I don't really have much else left. Oh, unless you want to do a Mythic Legion. So if you're talking about Mythic Legions, here is a Lady Hadriana to mix a matchup in there. Have some fun. I know the female 2.0 stuff is a little smaller, but I don't think I have anything else around. But yeah, overall, I've really been enjoying the G.I. Joe Classified line. I know some people have gone through some QC issues with their face and stuff holding up with tolerances. So hopefully that does not continue to be a mainstay. Outside of my neck being wobbly, I don't think I've had too many issues from this wave. But who knows? I probably wouldn't know. But yes. In any case, I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope you've been having a good time. I hope you are staying out of trouble. You know, the weather's getting warm for some of us and colder for others. So please be safe out there. And as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later. I'm actually going to add this in at the end. So we have this head sculpt here. It actually has a new neck. I didn't notice it, but there is a new neck to it. You can see these ones are much wider gaps for the ball pegs. And when you pick them up, put them next to each other, you will notice the difference. So just be aware that they are new neck pegs. If you're gonna step it and do something different, you're gonna have to add some sticky tack. Hope this helps you. Later.